Hello everyone and welcome to the Sky channel. So I've been playing this game called The Legend of Mushroom, and there's a lot of interesting things about it, so I wanted to talk in particular about PvP in this video, and I'll be focusing on the arena. Now the arena is fairly interesting, and I've found that the arena makes it fairly simple for you to find out who to target because, some are red and some are green. And then I started fighting some people who were showing up as green, and I was losing, despite being much higher power than them. And I didn't really understand why that was happening. And so I started to research a little bit more on why I'd be losing to somebody who I am higher in power by such a large amount. And that's when I came across this interesting technique. And essentially, if you go into the profile of the player, let's say we're going to go into this player's profile and you click the compare, you'll see a bunch of different attributes. Now, when you take a look at this, it seems really complicated. There's so many numbers, and you know what? You can scroll down and there's just even more numbers. And it gets really hard for you to figure out what should I be looking at, right? Because if you look at the basic attributes here, the HP, mine is less, the attack mine is less, defense mine is less, the attack speed mine is less. Does that mean that I shouldn't be attacking this person? Well, if you go down, you see all the other places where I'm more, but all of this is really confusing and it's really hard for you to figure out if it's a good target or not. Well, here's the trick, and this seems to be working very often for me, though I'm not going to say it's going to work always, but I will say that it does have a very reasonable identification on how well you're going to do in this battle. So if you go to the bottom, you see the final attributes. That's your final health, final attack, final defense, and final attack speed. Now if you look at this, our HP is fairly similar. Attack, this player's attack is much higher. Defense, my defense is higher, and my attack speed is higher. This is what I generally use to decide if I should be attacking this person or not. Now here you can see that it's fairly close, but I have a gut feeling that the fact that their attack is so much higher than mine, they're probably going to win. However, as you can see, everything else is pretty close, and in defense I'm a little higher, in attack speed I'm a little higher, so this is not a guaranteed win. Even though they are green, right, technically it means that they should be an easy win, but that's not the case. So let's take a look at what happens. And you can see that the battle has started, and you can already see that that player, despite being green, is actually winning. And you know why? Well, you saw it a little while ago. Their attack was substantially higher than mine, right? Defense, mine was a little bit higher. Attack speed, mine was a little higher. But their attack was substantially higher than mine. And because of that, I lost to them despite them being green. Now here's another example where you can see the person is in red, which means that their power is much more than mine. But if we go to the attributes, final attributes, my health and my defense was substantially higher than theirs, but their attack was only a little bit higher than mine. So it seems like this is a fight that I should be winning. And as you can see, I am already at an advantage. Their health is much lower than mine. So it seems like this will be a victory. If I skip in a second, there you go. Now we're going to go to another one. Let's go to this one. If you scroll down and we're only going to look at this, everything is green. Okay, you know what? I will fight this person and I think it will be an easy win. And now let's take a look at what happens. You can see the battle is going on and you can already see that I have a little bit of an advantage because my health bar is much higher than theirs. And as you can see it, if I'm going to skip, I will likely win. Okay, so this should give you a pretty good idea on how you should be picking your battles in the arena. And remember, it's very important for you to pick the right people to fight, because when you lose a battle, you're not only costing yourself an arena ticket, you're actually losing points in the process. So it's important that if you think you're gonna lose and you want to stay ranked higher, you might as well just not do the battle, right? It's not like, hey, I'll take that risk and, if I lose, nothing's gonna happen. If I win, I'll go up. No, if you lose, you're gonna go down. If you win, you're gonna go up. So picking your battles wisely is very important, and now I have shown you the technique on how to pick your battles. Simply go into their profile and compare the final stats, and then decide if it makes sense to battle the person or not. And since I still have you here, I want you to know that you can get between 10 to 35% bonuses on in-game purchases. That means that every time you purchase something worth $100, you can get between $10 to $35 credit that you can then use to buy additional packs. Imagine the savings that you can make with that sort of a deal. All you need to do is follow the steps that I have in the video that I'm sharing in the description below, and you'll be able to avail these bonuses. If you're interested in having a longer conversation about this before deciding to switch, feel free to join Discord or, watch the video, because that covers this whole thing in quite detail. Looking forward to seeing you on Discord. Hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please like the video, please share it with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. And in the comments below, please leave other videos you'd want us to make. I just started making content on this game. If you want to see more content, let me know and I can start producing more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one.